All right, so I want to go back to that. You mentioned, Stanford does have to beat Oregon without a question. I don't think there's any doubt about that for people to take Stanford seriously, which I think they will with Andrew Luck. But they do have to beat Oregon, something they were unable to do last year. They came close. They were one of the closest teams to do it, especially in that first half. Second half got away from them. But talk about Stanford. Talk about Andrew Luck. You had a great post about them as well that I really found interesting, how you said, you know what, you can love Andrew Luck because he is a great player, but don't fall in love with the Stanford team. Why is that?
Stanford, first of all, Andrew Luck is a tremendous player, the best college football player in the country, a certain number one pick in the NFL draft next spring. He's a marvelous passer, a great leader, a physical presence. He plays tough. There's some highlight film of him hitting a defender after a fumble or an interception, and he just cold cocks him, just levels the guy. But Stanford does have some question marks. For one thing, they have a new head coach. And Jim Harbaugh was a big part of what made Stanford successful. I've said it before with you when we've talked that college football, more than any other sport, the coach makes a difference, makes a big difference. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. And Harbaugh gave the Cardinal a personality. Somehow he managed to convince a group of kids from one of the most elite schools in the entire country, couched in a neighborhood where the average home is $1.4 million. He somehow managed to convince those guys that they were a blue-collar team and to get them to play hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. And that was a great sales job. Now Harbaugh is coaching for the San Francisco 49ers. David Shaw, his replacement, is a Stanford man. He's been the offensive coordinator since 2007. He was a Stanford player, and he'll be a good coach. His father was a longtime assistant for the Oakland Raiders, Willie Shaw. But David Shaw is not the salesman that Jim Harbaugh is. The team's going to have to adjust to him. They're going to have to adjust to a new style. They have two new coordinators on offense and defense. They're going to have to adjust to them. And while the talent is there, they have linebacker Shane Scove to set the pace on defense and keep that toughness alive, there's going to be a bit of a fallback. In addition, Stanford is replacing all three of their outside receivers. They're replacing three offensive linemen, including the all-conference center and Chase Beeler. So that's a lot to replace. They're also replacing three defensive linemen as well. Because of those factors, I think Stanford, people are falling in love with them just a little too much. I see them losing about 3 games this season.
Yeah, it's tough to say. This team is a toss-up because, like you said, they do have that talent, and I can't overlook that talent. I can't overlook Andrew Luck, but he doesn't walk on water. I mean, someone's going to be able to do some things against him. So I am anxious to see what he's able to do. As far as, Shaw's concerned, as far as the coaching goes, he did coach with Harbaugh. I know he isn't the salesman for sure, but, I think these kids came back, especially like a kid like Luck. I think they came back and they made the decision thinking we have the opportunity to do it. So I have to think that they believe that they can do it. So whether or not it will, I think it's to be seen. It's to be told. Obviously, we're going to be finding out, obviously, very, very, very soon.